first get into writing?
Just like I said, I mean, I would cut out pictures from magazines and write stories around them. And that's, how it really grew. That passion was just like, until I reached a point when I wasn't cutting out pictures and I was just writing from my mind.
Do you do research before writing your books?
Yeah, well, it depends on the book. I mean, for the Gold Diggers, that required a lot of research in terms of like physical research and also historical research of the subject matter. It's set in Johannesburg, and I was also keen on understanding the history of Johannesburg and how it came to be. And because it goes back in time as well. It's also understanding how Hillbrow started and sort of disintegrated. So I had to do a lot of reading, and the physical aspect was actually walking the streets of Johannesburg, inner city, and making notes of places and yeah, I enjoyed that. So yes, I do research, and it is time consuming.
Which authors do you draw inspiration from?
I can't. I won't single out any authors because I think it's because I read a lot, right? And I can, read a lot of authors. There'll be authors like I'll be like, wow, this is nice. I like this. I've never tried it. It's worth trying. And yeah, it's just that kind of thing. And you just see what you admire. And sometimes I see what can work from what other authors have done. Because remember, I'm not trained as a writer. So it's like you always, discovering new possibilities and ways to push your writing. So yeah, that's how I look at it.
What do readers say they enjoy most about your books?
They say they like the fact that they page turners that from the get go, they can't put it down, and that I make them fall in love with the characters. And yeah, they say I'm very good at that.
When writing an emotional or dark scene, how do you get into that space?
I have to immerse myself, so I have to pretend that I am in, and like I become the character basically. And so I think that's why some books are more harrowing to write than others because they become emotionally draining. Because I have to sort of imagine if I was in that position, how would it play out, so that you get the emotional aspect right. Otherwise, it doesn't read superficial. So I always say to readers at times, if you cry in a scene, I was probably crying too, because I need to draw on that depth of emotion when I write as well.
Have you ever actually gotten writer's block? And if you had, how did you handle it?
I do. I get it, and for me, it's not that I believe it because I'm feeling uninspired, but I always think there's something wrong. It tells me there's something wrong with the process or the storyline. And so when I get there, it just means to me to just stop and rethink it. It's not working. And usually, if I do that, I'll come up with a solution as to why it's not working later.
What do you think are the most important elements of good writing?
A story should be engaging. For starters, the structure, it should be well structured and it should flow. I think for me, those are important things.
What advice would you give to new writers or someone who's just starting out?
I always say that the writer's right. That's what we do. There's really nothing more to it. And if you want to write, you have to write. It's just like you have to sit down and write. You have to have that discipline of writing, even when you don't feel like writing. You just need to do it. And you just have to keep at it. It's one of those things where the more you do it, the better you become. SSiTV, thank you so much for having me on your platform. And thank you for engaging with us, in the creative arts. And I hope you keep doing this lovely work that you're doing and, putting artists out there so that people can know them and become aware of them. It's such an important role that you play in this space. Thank you.